So, in this video I'm going to share with you my KDP income report for the month of July. So, here we are in my Get Book report. We can see that I've now earned $130,000 plus since 2018, and I now have 4,074 books. Now, if we scroll all the way down to round about here, I've earned 130,000 plus because I've now sold 65,644 books. Now that's taken some time because, as we can see, I've been publishing since 2018. Now, as we can see from here, KDP is a bit of a roller coaster. You have your ups, you have your downs, you have your ups, and again you have your downs. And within July last month, it was one of my down months. So let's go over to here. Now, one thing I do want to note really quick, and that is that this video, this income report, is also part of a playlist, and if you'd like to see the rest of those videos, the rest of my income reports, I'll link it right there, right now, in the right hand corner of the screen. So, here we are for the month of July, July 1st until July 31st, and I made $1,710.07. Now, not all of this is profit because I was running ads, not a lot, as you're going to see further on in the video. Now, if we take a look just here, we can see my lowest day of the month, I only made $18. And then I think this was about the same just here, which was $24. My best day of the month, I made $110. So again, as you can see, KDP can be a bit of a roller coaster. Now, if we do this and change this to units, we can see that the $18 was because I only sold 11 books on July 4th, and my best day, I actually sold 55. Just there. Now let's change this back and go to earnings, and let's scroll down and take a look at this. So we can see from my earnings by book that 2 of my books actually brought in half of my royalties just there. And if we scroll all the way down to here, we can take a look at my books by marketplace. So over on Amazon.com, I made $1,500. Amazon.com is where I mainly target all of my books, because the main reason being it's the biggest Amazon marketplace on the planet, and I believe that they actually get 4 billion visits each and every month. So that's just one of the reasons why I love targeting Amazon.com. Then here in the UK, I made $183. In Canada, I made $46. And then in the other marketplaces, I made just a little. Now, if we change that to percentages, we can see that equates to 85% of my sales on Amazon.com, 10.7% here in the UK, and 2.7% over in Canada. Now, if we take a look just here, let's scroll down a little bit, we can see that I sold 855 units for the month of July, making $1,710. Now, 855 is a lot lower than what I have previously done, but this is to be expected. You're not always going to have amazing sales because, like I say, KDP can be a bit of a roller coaster, but it's the same with any type of online business that you have. You'll have your ups and you'll have your downs. This month for me has just been a little bit down. As we can see, 855 units compared to the previous month where I sold about 1,400 units. Now, if we take a look at my top 5 books, or the top few just here, we can see that my best-selling book, I sold 229 units, making $466. This is actually one of my adult colouring books. Then my second bestseller, I sold 181 units, making it $367. Which again is another one of my adult colouring books. Then just here, I sold 65, making $162. This is actually one of my Valentine's Day books that tends to actually do pretty well most of the year now. I think it's just because the way that I targeted that book. So instead of targeting keywords like Valentine's Day, I did still target that, but I also targeted things like love, and love can sell all year round. Then my fourth bestseller, I sold 77 units, making $155. This is just a standard college ruled notebook. Then I sold 19 units of this book, making $42. Again, this is actually another notebook. Now, even though these are compositions and notebooks, they are really niched down, so that's why they tend to do fairly well. Then, actually, that's all 5, so let's just do a few more. So I actually sold 27 units of this one, making $40. This is another notebook. Then I sold 20 units of this one, making $40. This is another notebook. Then I sold 13 of this one, making $35. And this, again, is actually in the Valentine's Day niche. Then with this one, I sold 18 units, making $35. And this is one of my composition notebooks. Now, if we keep scrolling all the way down, we can see the rest of my sales, where I sold 10 of this one, 21, 11, 14, 8, 8, 4. You can see that these little sales soon add up. Now, if we keep scrolling, I sold 9 of that one, 3 of that one, 5, 3, 2, all the way down to where I was only selling 1 of my books. But again, those sales soon add up. Now, like I said, this $1,710 is not all profit because, again, I was running ads. So let's pull up a calculator. Let's put that there. And now let's go over to my advertising account so we can see how much I spent, so we can deduct that from my royalties. So here we are in my advertising account. The only advertising that I tend to do is on Amazon.com. And again, main reason being it's the biggest marketplace with the biggest traffic, or the most amount of traffic. Now, over my advertising account lifetime, we can now see, let's put the metrics up, that I've spent $21,000. Now, that's since 2019, so I didn't spend all that in 1 year. It's been quite a few years now, but that 21,800 equated to 77,000 in sales, not royalties, so I don't get all of that, unfortunately, with an ACOS of 28.27, so that's okay, with about 8,880 orders from my advertising. I've also had 14 million impressions, which is kind of insane to think about, 95,000 clicks, which also cost me around 23 cents per click. And I have an average click-through rate of 0.66. So I just wanted to share that as well because I like sharing all of this data, and I also like it when other people share that data as well. So now let's go over to last month to see how much I spent. So let's go to here, let's go to last month, and we can see that I spent a grand total of $8.82. And you can see that I didn't really advertise in the month of July, just at the beginning of the month, and that's why I only spent $8.82. Now, the main reason for stopping my ads in July is because, now I don't know if you already know this, you might not, but I've started running a different business. And that different business is YouTube automation. So this is essentially a faceless YouTube channel where you outsource video production. So I used my advertising budget to start building that up. That's why I actually stopped all of my ads. Now, if we go over to the calculator, I have my royalties up just here. Let's do deduct $8.82, and this gives me a profit of $1,701.25. So again, I'm actually still extremely happy with this. This is still pretty good. It's not as good as previous months, as we can see just here, but just with any type of business that you have, especially online, Your income's not always going to be the same, and it's going to fluctuate. You'll have months where you have really good months, as we can see just here. Back in February I did $7,100, and then you're going to have months which aren't as great as well. So in July I only made that $1,700, and it's my lowest month since back here in April last year. But to still make $1,700 and without running ads, to me, that's still a pretty good month. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.